this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then
And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. To the air, it's Robbins. It's complete. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
This crowd knows when to bring it. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run it left here. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Second down coming up.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Terrapins are flying down the field. Goes to the option. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollard.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rasmussen. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Maryland! Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's right on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking downfield, it's Robbins. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Looking to throw on second down. He lets it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot against zone coverage, covered 3. And that corner, he's got the deep third of the field, so he's watching the quarterback the entire time. He sees the ball thrown. He's able to react to it and come away with the pick.
Going to the ground. Pulls his way forward. Finds a good hold there and gets 4 to give them a little breathing room out to the 5.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They move the tight end all over. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1 plays. Third down coming up.
And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. Quarterback will audible. On third down, going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He's going to get loose. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Gets it out quickly.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out right.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Just ran him over. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
They'll try to run for it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. He now has 61 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Terrapins! And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll call for the fair catch here. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wide out in motion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense set on 1st down. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly. Stopped after making the catch. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to throw. It's Robbins. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40. There he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
And I think the offense caught the D off guard on that play, throwing it to the fullback. I think this defense was expecting the fullback to kind of ram up in there and try to block somebody. maybe get a fullback dive, but not release out of the backfield like that and catch the ball. This fullback, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
State offense will take over first and 10.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Leaves it with the running back.
The running back carry picks up the 1. Second down.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Looking downfield, it's Robbins. Finds a man in the middle. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the first down.
Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. Quick completion on the out route. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
The option look. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off and the touchdown counts. How about this? These guys are going for 2. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty will be accepted. The offense says, thank you very much. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago.
Here's the handoff. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Makes the grab. It's Turner. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a huge play. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's incomplete.
At the end of the third quarter, with the score, Maryland 21, Penn State 17.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Robbins. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking for room, it's Jamison. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
To the ground with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Wants to throw. It's Robbins. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Yeah, and you needed points. You wanted points badly. But listen, the offense, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get in their 4-minute offense. Now I got to start preserving that clock, using my timeouts, try to get a stop, and get this ball back to my offense.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They're trying to get to it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Caught behind the line. It's Rasmussen. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He makes the catch at the 10. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Line getting set on second down. To throw, it's Robbins. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. On second down, looking to throw. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Dropping back, it's Robbins. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finish.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Penn State.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Penn State.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And we're going to wrap this one up with the PAT. And the kicker's probably happy to score a point, but the team didn't score enough as this one is over. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go